Hey everybody, this is David B69 and welcome back. We are watching the postseason here and trying to see if there's any way. Can I see the other teams? Can I? Here we go. View today's games. Okay, it'll be tomorrow. Okay. What we're gonna do? We are going to play this game, but we are not going to. We're not going to play the game. We're pretty much just going to watch. The game's going to take place at Petco. We're going to play with count on so the game can go a little faster. Yeah, so I was going to comment. I don't really like the commentary. I don't mind the team.
From Petco Park in downtown San Diego, we've got baseball under the lights. It's the one-game National League Wildcard playoff between the Washington Nationals and the San Diego Padres. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of Baseball on the Show. I'm joined by Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa. And Danny, as we take in the historical comparison there, these are two franchises that have to feel good about earning their way here into the postseason.
Well, I really love these one-game wildcard matchups to kick off the postseason. Kind of tough that your season comes down to one game after such a grinding season, but what's better than a winner-go-home game, especially when that's the case for both teams? Should be a lot of fun to watch.
The old holdout purists may scoff, but I gotta tell you, this is as exciting as it gets, folks. One game to decide who moves on. It's the wildcard playoff on the show. And it comes your way next. Blake Snell gets the nod here at home for the National League wildcard game. What's your take on him, Dan?
Well, Matt, you hate to go into game thinking that you're going to have to get the bullpen involved, but you may have to with this guy on the mound. He's not known for going very deep into games. Very rarely does he go 6 innings or more, so this very well could be one of those Johnny Holstaff days.
So now here is Luis Garcia, and we are set for baseball here this evening. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball, and the leadoff man is gone to start the evening.
Well, at the plate, he kind of got bailed out on that previous pitch. I think it should have been a strike. Then he goes down looking, and you really can't feel too sorry for him. Not a lot of protecting with 2 strikes there.
Into the box, Starlin Castro. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. 73 degrees our game time temperature here tonight, and it probably won't get a whole lot cooler than that. Looking for back-to-back Ks to start the game. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Count is even at 2-2 to Starlin Castro.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. Here's the pitch. Here's one that misses inside, and the counts run full now. 3-2.
You can certainly tell at-bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher. But you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So a long at-bat has a positive dividend when all's said and done.
Yeah, absolutely. They're not all beauties in the box score. He's able to get that ball through the left side for a base hit. Way to grind it out.
So now to the plate, Juan Soto. And this is down at knee level as it's chopped foul at home plate.
Well, as I was saying, I like the new commentary team. The problem is they don't have the third commentary person anymore. They only have two, which just kind of like the third person made it like the dynamic like really cool and real. And for some reason they took that away. I don't like that.
The batter's aggressiveness against him, he was putting up a good fight and fouling a lot of balls off. So as a pitcher, it's a great idea to expand the zone even more and make the hitter really chase after something that's even hard to foul off.
In now, Josh Bell. Hits this one hard the other way. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Nationals leave one, and now the Friars will get their first chance, no score. Steven Strasburg is on the mound for the visitors in this NL Wildcard matchup. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Well, the guy they call Strauss is on right now. This guy's lived up to the hype. Former first pick in the draft out of San Diego State University. Won a World Series championship with the Washington Nationals. Might have the best overall package of pitches in baseball. Really good fastball, good changeup, good curveball, and also a good hard slider. 4 pitches, he'll throw any at any time for strikes. One of the top pitchers in the game, Steven Strasburg.
There's strike 2 as the hanging slider was let go. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate.
Hey, if he's going to execute that curveball, and that's the first one of the day, if he's going to execute it like that, be on the lookout for that one. That's going to be a big pitch for him today.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Here's another 2-2. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Stepping in now, Jake Cronenworth.
Outside, that's
and he lays off for a ball, 2-1. And it's fouled away. 1 out, nobody on. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Robles looking up. Gone! So it's a solo shot to dead center, and the Padres bust out in front 1-0.
What a way to start this one off. Scoreless top of the frame, and you answer with a bomb in the bottom of the first.
Standing in now, Fernando Tatis Jr. There's a foul ball off to the right side, and that'll move the count to 1-2.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Machado.
At the plate, Manny Machado. And here's a curveball that's laid off that time. It's full 3-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Fouled away. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Gloved by Castro. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. 2nd inning coming up, and the Friars are off to an early 1-0 lead. And now here is Victor Robles, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the 2nd inning. The 1-1 home is going to be a drag bunt. He gets it down. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Batting 6th, the 3rd baseman, number 5, Josh Harrison.
Into the box, Josh Harrison. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
At the plate now, Tyler Flowers. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control of this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
To the plate now, Rhett Wiseman. Pitch misses low. The throw down. That skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there. Softly hit toward the hole. Reined in. Throw to first beats him easily, and the side is retired. 1 left for Washington. They're down 1-0. Last half of the 2nd set to go, and set to go is the veteran first baseman, Eric Hosmer. Drive, and that's a base hit into center field. With that, the inning opens with the Padres getting their leadoff man on base.
Even though that pitcher was able to execute in off the plate, batter was able to keep his hands inside that baseball and drive it up the middle.
Stepping in now, Will Myers. A 1-2 count to Will Myers.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher right there, stealing a strike with that get-me-over breaking ball, and now he can get a little nastier with it in the dirt.
Breaking ball there is down. Good job of laying off. It's back to 2-2.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full 3-2 here.
Looked to me like he tried to do way too much on that 2-2 pitch. You don't have to come into the zone on that count, but a pitch that far outside isn't going to tempt anyone to swing.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Hit the other way out toward right field. Right fielder is on the run. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Batting 7th, the catcher, Austin Nova.
Next to dig in, Austin Nova. Hosmer leads off first with 1 away. fly ball out to straightaway right. Wiseman is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. And this throw gets away from him.
Batting it, the center
Runner
fielder.
at first with 2 gone in the inning, and that brings up Trent Grisham. Padres an early 1-0 lead here in the second. Two balls and a strike. Fastball laid off well below the knees. And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
That's a nice job to work that walk right there. Even if it doesn't lead to anything on the scoreboard this inning, it prevents the pitcher from having to lead off of the next one. Just one of those small things that might go unnoticed, but in the end, make a big difference.
Next to stand in is Blake Snell, and a chance now to increase his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 gone. Inside and low, 2-1.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Ready with the 2-1.
Yeah, from a pitcher's perspective right here, you got to treat this guy like he's the 4-hole hitter. With runners in scoring position, I know it's the pitcher at the plate, but you've got to execute.
Now a changeup, but it misses just a little below the zone. Tommy Pham would be next. 2 down, runners at first and second. Pulled high in the air out to right field. And the 2-out threat won't pay off. The inning is over. The love of the game runs deep with these folks. We're back with more of this wild card showdown after this. And now for Washington, Steven Strasburg. 9-1-2 due up. Into the windup and the pitch. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
Flat out locked him up with a changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
So now to the plate, Luis Garcia. And he fouls this one off.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fouled off. The 2-2 one more time. Line, but speared on a hop. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting.
So here's Starlin Castro. He singled in his first AB. Takes a big swing at that one as this one's lifted high in the air and deep out to left field. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. It's a solo home run off the bat of Starlin Castro. And as a result, the Nationals are back even at 1 run apiece.
You don't see this very often off of this starting pitcher. This guy's not used to giving up some bombs, so I'm sure that'll be a wake-up call, and he'll start throwing some better pitches.
In now, Juan Soto. Oh, too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside.
You know, what I'm seeing here is a reluctance to throw the fastball. It's like he feels he can't throw the ball right by him right now.
The 2-1 home.
Of course, there was a fastball.
And he'll find a way to get a piece of that one to stay alive. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
And it's fouled away. Another full count pitch home. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. One in the inning for the Nationals on the solo home run. We played 2.5. All even now at 1-1. Digging in now for San Diego, Tommy Pham. He'll start things out against Steven Strasburg as we get the inning underway. Oh, and they pulled a string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the second time tonight.
Boy, there's the perfect pitch right
Now
there. The
batting,
straight
second
changeup.
baseman.
He hadn't used it yet in this at bat, and what does he do? He uses it, pulls the string, and gets the big strikeout.
Standing in now, Jake Cronenworth. Hit the target, but this is low, 2-1. A little too tall that time, 3-1 now.
That hook stayed up in the zone. You can see he struggled with that curveball early. He's trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to see if he can find the feel for that thing moving forward.
The 3-1, and this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
When a guy homers off you early in the game, the last thing you want to do is challenge him and maybe have him do it again. He was a lot more careful with him there.
Up next is Fernando Tatis Jr. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Cronenworth, base runner at first with 1 out. Fouled away.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
And he misses again, ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
And that's 2 free passes in the 3rd inning alone. So you have to wonder if maybe it's something mechanical, if it's just psychological. Got to get back on track here.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Grounded back up the middle. To second for 1. Relay to Bell, the double play, and that's how the inning ends. Couple of walks in the inning, but nothing on the scoreboard. Coverage of the wild card game rolls on after this. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney standing by with a report.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Nationals manager Dave Martinez between innings, specifically about his club's offense to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Digging in, the switch hitter, Josh Bell, as the switch hitter will bat right-handed here.
It's hard to come up with any rhyme or reason why switch hitters hit from one side better than the other, but if you look at the numbers, he's not quite as successful hitting right-handed against left-handed pitching.
Grisham is under it to make the catch for out number 1. So next to bat will be Victor Robles. Here comes the 3-1 pitch. Action now in the Padre bullpen as it looks like a right-hander's getting loose out there. In the air, down the line in left. And this is hauled in just shy of the track out there for out number 2.
The third base.
So 2 are gone now in the Nationals' 4th, and that'll bring up Josh Harrison. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And he fouls this one off. 1 run on 3 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. Weak roller right side. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Nationals gone in order. On to the bottom of the 4th, tied 1-1. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Wackney.
Matt, I talked with San Diego's manager during the inning break about the Padres' offensive production to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Eric Hosmer to the plate now. One and one coming now to Hosmer. Hit sharply on the ground. He's got it. And quickly there's one down to lead off the frame.
The right fielder, number 4.
So here's Will Myers.
Yeah.
He's 0 for 1 thus far. 1 run, 2 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Padres. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. So a full count now. Austin Nova is on deck. The 3-2 pitch. Myers takes, and this winds up missing ball 4.
Man, that's just painful for
Now
a pitcher
batting,
right there.
catcher.
A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
Strasburg with a check at first, and he'll dive back in safely. And another throw over, and a dive, but he's back in there. And again a throw. Oh, and it froze him, and they got him.
Hey, a good right-handed pickoff move is really all about the footwork, and that was nice. He got his feet all the way around the first, which allowed his hips and everything else to clear for an accurate throw to the inside of the bag. That, and it was real quick, too.
At the plate now, Austin Nola fouled off. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Strasburg comes set on his way with the 3-2, and it's fouled away. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down, and the inning is over. Padres go down quietly. 5th inning coming up, tied at 1. Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. An even 2-2 count to the Nationals catcher. Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Boy, this is a tight one. You kind of get the feeling like the next team that scores is going to win this one.
Now here's the pitch. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Well, you know you've got it working on the mound when they're swinging right through it, even when you're putting it right down the middle of the strike zone. Not the greatest of game plans, though.
The 2-2 is a called strike 3 on the corner.
That's back-to-back punch-outs, and he's really starting to rack them up now, guys. I've got 8 strikeouts in my scorebook for him now, so he's got good stuff.
Into the box now, Steven Strasburg. Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. The 1-2. Hit in the air down the right field line. Myers is after it. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Yeah, this one was starting to look like it was going to be one of those 1, 2, 3 easy innings. But now all of a sudden, they have the go-ahead run standing out there at second base after the 2-out double. Big moment here.
To the plate now, Luis Garcia. Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now. Curveball just about rung him up, but it's to 2-2.
He's certainly pushing the throttle and pulling it with those 4 pitches. Statistics class tells me I'm sitting fast.
Strasburg stands at second with 2 gone. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. 2-out double left stranded. We're back with more of this wild card showdown after this. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and next it'll be the outfielder, Trent Grisham. Payoff pitch on its way. And that misses ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway.
That is not the way he wanted to start off this half inning. It's one thing to walk the leadoff hitter, but it's even more painful when the leadoff hitter is an absolute burner, and he can really wreak some havoc on the bases.
Reese McGuire will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. 3-2 pitch. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
Into the box, Tommy Pham. Ball 2.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
No hitter is ever going to feel good about taking the hat trick with 3 strikeouts in a game, but I will say he's not the first guy to have a terrible game against my man on the mound. And you know what? He won't be the last. We all know he's one of the best in the business for a reason.
2 down with a runner at first, and that'll bring up Jake Cronenworth. Here comes the 1-2. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Long run for the right fielder. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. 1 left for San Diego. We've played 5 full, tied at 1 aside. Joe Musgrove takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Now pitching for the Padres, number 44, Joe Musgrove.
All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring in the 2nd baseman, Starlin Castro.
Well, you don't see this very often, Matty D. A 2-strike straight changeup, but this guy changeup is one of the best in the league. We'll see if he tries that different approach this time, and maybe if he gets to 2 strikes, try to use the fastball a little bit more than that straight changeup.
Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Juan Soto to the plate now. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. 1-2. Fouled away. 1 out, nobody on. That one misses, and I think a ballpark full of umpires disagrees. It's 2-2. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
In now, Josh Bell. Count is 1-2 now. On the ground to the right side. A dive, and he knocks it down. And they will still manage to get him at first. A spectacular all-around play, and the inning is over. Nothing across here this half of the inning. Heart of the order, 3, 4, and 5 coming up. All tied at 1-1. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and that'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. And a changeup swung on and missed for the 1st out.
Wow, that's one of the toughest pitches in baseball to hit, right? That good straight changeup, El Cambio. There's not much you can do with that. You're going off of that arm speed, and the ball, it just doesn't get there.
So now to the plate, Manny Machado. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Here now the 2-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Soto will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the 2nd out of the inning. So the next to bat will be Eric Hosmer, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Strasburg comes set, 1-1 on its way down the first baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. 2 out, nobody on. Drilled to first. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Padres down in order. Still tied 1 apiece. Victor Robles digging in now. Already the beginning of the 7th inning here, as this game has had a very brisk pace to it so far. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Hasn't seen a heater yet in this at bat. One might be coming right here.
The 2-1.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
And he fouls this one off. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. And stepping in, Josh Harrison grounded out in his last at-bat. Pitch on the way. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
But the shortstop won't have far to go to haul this one in, and there are 2 away. Next, it'll be Tyler Flowers. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here. It's funny. That pitch, I can picture being in the box. That pitch looks so good to hit, and why does no one ever get to it? A good executed high fastball usually blows.
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. Score remains tied 1-1. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Ryan Harper is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Carter Kieboom will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. Bottom of the inning now, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Will Myers. Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. Scooped up. And the throw by Castro takes care of him for the first out. That will bring up Austin Nola. No hits to this point. And he just misses inside with the fastball there. 1 out, nobody on. Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. And he is into second base with 1 away as the go-ahead run.
The center fielder.
Many guys fall victim to the breaking ball and want to get out in front of it, and they end up rolling it over to the pull side. Batter was able to execute, stay inside, keep his hands back, and drive it the other way.
At the plate now, Trent Grisham fouled off. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 1 away. And it's fouled away. The next 3-2. And he chased it in the dirt. Flowers has it, and the throw is made to record the second out of the inning. Brian O'Grady will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 5. O'Grady.
Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. Lifted down the line in left. And he has delivered on 3-2 as he comes up big. It's a base hit. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. Friars forced to settle for just the 1. 8th inning coming up. Padres lead it 2-1. Drew Pomeranz has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 15.
Andrew Stevenson will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run. Here now the 2-2. This is hit the other way out toward left field. And the pinch hitter is retired here, 1 away. Striding in now for the Nats, Carter Kieboom. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. 1-1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. And he misses again, ball 3. And a left-handed batter waiting on deck, though there's a good shot he might get pulled back. Had him fooled as this is popped up back behind short. Tatis backs up and takes care of it, 2 away.
The batter, number 2.
Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Luis Garcia. He went down looking in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1.
Now, one of the things I'm looking at is the new CBA.
Bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2.
There's so many rule changes, and I wonder if they'll implement them in franchise mode for this coming game.
And that'll fill the count here, 3-2 with 2 away.
guessing no.
And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
I know one thing. He earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
One of them is the National League DH. The other one is the extra inning man on second. Doesn't happen anymore.
Earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th.
Then you got the whole financial picture and how that affects the game. And then you got the arbitration, and there's a lot of financial changes that occurred in the game that would actually affect everything as well. So I don't know how fast they would be able to implement those kind of changes. I am really interested to see if they can make that a day one patch. I think it's going to be like a huge stretch to do so. Knowing how some of that stuff is complicated. The man on second thing, that's just reverting and commenting out code that was in there before. That really shouldn't be that big of a deal. The DH shouldn't be that big a deal either. It's just adding it to the National League, which should be as easy as a trigger as well. So I am kind of interested if they do this stuff.
And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Robles is right there, 1 down. So one man gone for the Friars in their half of the 8th, and that'll bring up Jake Cronenworth. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Part of the order on deck, so keeping this 2-hole hitter off the bags is always important.
So I'm kind of interested on if they can do this. I have not heard from any of the developers, and if they saying they can or can't do this stuff. So hopefully they can. So just as a reminder, whoever wins this game will be playing the Phillies game, the team, my team. And that streaming will be up on my YouTube channel, DavidB69, on Monday.
Shortstop ahead with a 3-ball 1-strike count. Manny Machado would be next.
So we don't know if it's going to be San Diego or Washington. San Diego, I feel, is the better team. Uh-oh. That's gone.
This one's got plenty of distance. See you later. Over the wall, a home run.
Wow, it's a 2-run game now. So it looks like we're going to have San Diego against us.
A solo shot here to left, and it gives the Padres a 3-1 lead.
Well, people always wonder why some players make so much money, and there's your answer. The great ones find a way to rise to the occasion in the postseason, and he did right there.
Stepping in now, Manny Machado. Now a swinging bunt. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. The Padres get 1 in the inning, and it comes on the solo home run. Last chance coming up here for the Nationals. It's now 3-1 Friars. Keone Kela comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth.
27, Keone Kela.
Ready now is Juan Soto. Not providing much out of the 3-hole in this one. Hitless in 3 at-bats so far.
Looking for base runners here as they're down 2 playing on the road. Not an easy thing to do, trying to score runs or bunch hits together off of a closer.
Well, you're usually in this situation looking for a bloop and a blast. He didn't want to bloop it, and he hit a missile, bringing the tying run to the plate. Let's see if they can capitalize.
Okay, man on first. Nobody out. Okay, 1 out. Home run ties the game.
Up next, Victor Robles struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Now the 1-2 pitch.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
Soto stands at first with 1 out. Hit the other way out toward right field.
That's not deep enough.
Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Drew Mendoza will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 73, Mendoza.
The 1-1 pitch. And this will be a called strike 2. In trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight. A big crowd here downtown. 42,445 on their feet in San Diego. And he fouls this one off. Last strike now for the Nats. And he strikes him out to end it here as they were.
Okay, San Diego will win the game, and we're playing them. So look for that game on Monday. Till next time, this is David B69, and I'm out.
I know the home crowd made a difference cheering them on, and now they have all the momentum going into the next round.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. So for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, this is Matt Vasgersian. The postseason is in full swing, folks. You've been watching the National League Wildcard game.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious San Diego Padres, 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. For the Nationals, 1 run, 5 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 34 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Petco Park, a sellout. 40,209. The Padres thank you for your continued support and remind you to please drive home safely. Good night.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Inside the Show, your source for all post. Hello, baseball fans. Thanks for joining us on this October morning. Here's